Hello guys, this is Bounty Builder 530. We are going to watch an highlight video of me, first place 11,000 plus bounties. So we are going to be in a final table. We are making a really nice run in this one. So let's dive into what's about to happen. Aces over here facing a 3-bet in final table bubble, 3 out of 10. I see a reason to jam unless I expect every time he's going to call me, which unlikely. If he has like strong hands, he's going to jam the flop or like gets it in anyways. Like there's some flops if he has jacks, queens, kings, like ace high flops. Maybe I'm not gonna get bait, but I have aces, so we blocking ace high flops. So against kings, easy one, get it done. Sad cooler for our opponent, but hey, what can you do? That's how it goes sometimes. So we're in the final table now. Open call, somebody jams, we are big stack, we going very wide to get these bounties. So one thing to mention, this Bounty Builder 530, the bay places are 31. So whenever you're playing smaller field size, you do want to get more, you do get to, so to speak, go for bounties a little bit wider because large field size bounties are being taken out by a lot more people. Shorter, like let's say you play 200 player fields, 100 or 45s. Bounties have way more impact on your decisions, and you should be trying to get them more often. So little equity model changes. Equity drops are a little bit higher in the shorter fields, smaller fields. Can't even speak, huh? So go for a bluff here. Need to bluff something. Good blockers, blocking king jack king 10. So that makes sense. As sizing, I think our opponent can still have. What is this face? I'm probably wondering why is he tanking so long with king jack king 10 because like, it's kind of like high up on his range to make a call. But hey, sometimes you need to take that moment. So king check against king queen over here, pretty standard to go for a bounty, and we get lucky. That's how it goes. If you want to win final tables or make deep runs, you need to get lucky. Part of the game, so to speak. It's always fun if you can get lucky in BKOs though, because you get paid instantly. So over here, the stack sizes are actually we are kind of deep. Just Mr. Andrew and Bocaroma is like under 20, Diddy 20, like kind of whatever. So we're gonna go 3 ways over here. Big stack going to have very wide calling range, so I'm supposed to be actually having quite a bit of squeezes over here to be fair. So I don't really have much of top range. One thing to saying over here is I'm not like if I'm jamming all the pairs pre-flop, I don't think I will have much of a check raise and gut range over here. I just don't. I'm just not going to have sets like a couple of strong hands. So we trapping over here. Don't mind it. Could also go for a bet, but it's like I don't think I get to size too large. I don't really have too many two pair hands that would do so. So I don't mind my line. Gonna use some a little bit of time bank. It kind of depends on the spots. Like I don't mind fast playing, or like I think I generally play quite fast, but I do try to acknowledge whenever there is a spot like button versus small blind versus big blind where I'm probably not having sets. I really need to think about my range and what am I going to bluff on this type of lines. And whenever it's not obvious where my bluffs are going to come from, I will try and use time bank, as I will be like, even though over here it's very simple, I have the nuts, or like pretty much the nuts, right? But that is something you really want to like also consider, because if the bluffs are not visible and you fast play, it's going to be a little bit problematic. Like there will be timing tells on you in that case. So over here against the big chip leader, we're second, he's first. You do want to play probably a little bit more goal happy, as I don't want to collide with the big stack. But you do still have to play, right? Need to play some hands. He's opening wide range of hands. Uh, I don't mind two betting here every now and then, but like I do think mostly just want to call once he goes for a bet. So we pretty much have the nuts over here. So whenever you get two pairs in this type of spots, even though it's final label, you're still like, if he has you beat, you will like, you are going to bust, right? There is no saving this one. So slow playing, you could definitely have ace 9, ace 10, ace queen, ace 4, bucket 4s, pocket 9s, pocket queens possibly. Pocket 10s unlikely, but could have. So with ICM, I don't mind going on a smaller bet size here. I'm not 100% sold on that because I would assume he's kind of gapped if he goes for a check over here. So once they're very gapped, it doesn't really matter. Could still go for a jam probably. But I don't mind the line. It's very difficult to see what I might like want to value bet. I don't think my ace jack, like ace jack wants to value bet to that size, but it's kind of a very weird line after he double barrels. He's going to have a lot of check folds though, a lot, as he should. So here, 776, 29, could possibly, like there is a good chance there might be some type of leads happening here. Probably not as much, but like could be. So we go for a check call. Gonna have to check call again here. And river, I am going to assume it's just check fold. Unfortunate. I guess it's a good river guard there actually. So we calling over here again. Whenever you cover, you get to build quite a bit of calling ranges over here, especially when you're playing against the biggest stack in the tournament. So I don't think I get to size up over here because Bondidi is going to have a lot of like not a lot, but he's going to still have 5x. In position player can also have a couple of 5x. So there is no me having not that advantage against these two players. So betting small seems the way to go over here. Could arguably say I am still supposed to be using 2/3 size though, but I don't mind the line. At that time, I think it's kind of likely I was thinking of just using small size there because I wouldn't be sure I can use 2/3. Still not 100% sure though. But I don't mind 2/3, but it's like, don't really have that many 5x, that's the problem. Over here, have to call. Bodidi is going to jam kind of wide range. I cover both of the players. There is bounty, not very large, but still a bounty, but I will be ahead of him so often. Like at worst case scenario, I can feel like I'm probably just flipping. He's not going to jam ace king go there, or like he could, but it's even if he does, it's probably on a lower frequency end. So I should be always ahead with ace queen suited unless we flipping. So we're very big stack over here. I don't think ace jack o wants to, like it's possible I might need to sometimes 3-bet a little bit, but like for the most part feels like a very natural call over here against second in chips. On the rainbow flop, I do need to defend here, or like it's very likely that I need to defend. His range should be quite wide. He should have also very likely a checking range on the flop. And I go for overbet bluff. That's fine. So this is actually a spot where I imagine there should be a limping range from me. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is in general, whenever there is like a very short stack with a bounty in play, because I want to play as wide of a range as I can, you want to implement limping, because if you start raising, it's not as easy to defend against 3-bet jams and 3-bet non-all-ins, and for that reason, you kind of like limp your range, so to speak, to go be able to get the involved. Haven't checked that on the final labels though. So over here, another bounty coming our way. Running hot. What can you do? A lot of bounties. I've won a lot of bounties, huh? Already 5k in bounties. BBC Brieflop Sharks and Trainer the most effective way to train and improve your poker skills. Get yours now. So limp pot, don't mind isolating. I don't mind checking back. You can't always isolate, otherwise you will be too bluff heavy. So just call. Don't mind a little bit two betting there. Probably need a little bit stronger queen X in general to do so. So would like to see large size here. Nice. Maybe should have gone slight overbet, so it would be more geometric to get it in on the river. I do need to get it in. He has a big bounty. Unlikely that he's going to have a queen X or like too many hands on this line that's going to beat me. Could have maybe few, but doesn't really matter. Like I'm going to have to pay it off either way. We're gonna. I think it's very easy to bluff this. It's also possible I might be over bluffing this type of slide sometimes, because whenever you see like queen 8-4, there's so many gotchas. Oi oi, all in. It's look like we're gonna win this one though. But whenever there is a lot of gut shots available and you go for those lines, you do need to start giving up some gut shots. So at times I do feel like I might have overbluffed. I don't mind overbluffing some lines though. Like even that line probably not the end of the world, as it's not as easy to clear MDF for our opponent in general. So over here, very baller. Pretty nice, putting pressure there. He is tied to the other guy pretty much, and we miss everything. So this is another example, right? I'm going to have to choose what to bluff here. I cannot bluff everything because my value range did not improve. I would like to give it up here. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Damn. One hand we could have beaten, huh? But I just don't like to bluff hearts there. Kind of feel like that's the hand hearts you want to give up. You kind of want him to have hearts, right? Okay, ace king against queen 10 suited, kind of standard over here. Let's hold it. Such an easy game if you win all ends, huh? Poker is easy game if you can win all ends. So, little heads up match over here. 32 big blinds versus 85. Did face limp raise. Goes check, check. I'm not sure about the turn sizing. And river. Kind of weird. In general, I'm not sure about that hand. I would have to go and check. It's kind of whatever. I kind of feel like my line does not make maybe that much sense. Basically, I'm repping very like narrow value range. That's kind of the problem over there. So whenever it's a narrow value range, it's very easy to overbluff if I start, like you guys saw, if you start using very weak hands. So bluff did not work over here. So middle pair over here. Just gonna call. Not the greatest of the turn cards. You could argue that he's not going to bet much king X on the turn. Over here he does rep king X though. I guess some maybe queen X. I'm not a big fan of the turn call. Maybe it was just like I was just not a believer. Maybe it is a call, but like, I'm not that big of a fan of that. But like, basically, if he's repping king X, maybe I just had to read like, hey, he's going to check a lot of king X on the flop, so because of showdown value and whatnot. So he doesn't like also his value range is also very gapped, so to speak, and it's like easy to beat you bluff heavy there. Also, it's possible at that time, so this was played some time ago, I had some type of reads that this person did not triple barrel bluff enough. So exploitatively speaking, when that's true, you get to call a little bit more on... like, I don't mind calling a little bit more on on the turns, because if there are more give ups on the river, you will see showdown more often. It's kind of dumb spot. Probably have to call sometimes. Like, we have bluff catcher, so the EV of this hand is 0. He's not value betting worse, meaning it doesn't really matter what I do. I just need to clear MDF to play equilibrium, so to speak. So we're 5xing with kings over here, facing call. Big size, please. Very nice. So because 983 will interact probably a little bit better with his range, but we have like not advantage, so to speak. You just want to size up and play for stacks. Very large size by him. I don't think I want to jam this spot. Just call. Interesting river guard in sense of he might not fire. Yeah, like he gives up a lot. Obviously, we don't know. Maybe he just has king jack. Obviously, I have to go all in here. Also, he has to have some give ups. But as I said earlier, even just looking at it, obviously it's few hands, it's highlighted and all of that stuff. It does look like he's not following through on the dirt barrel. And at the time I was playing, very possible I did think that. That's unfortunate. Do not close it out. By the way, closing this one out is a massive because of the bounties, right? Winning your own bounty is just such a massive thing over here, because I knock out so many players in final label. But yeah, like when you guys play, always make sure, like, see if where people start giving up, because when they start giving up, there is something to exploit, right? Obviously, you're often, if you play MTTs, you're often just dealing with very small sample size in general. And when that's going to be true, like, you just have to trust yourself, try to figure out population as well. It's good ragdoll. It's been around. It's been around. So, good. Yeah, doesn't really matter. So, I'm gonna go for a bet here. Yeah, I just want to barrel here. Even though Jack is like a good card for his range, he's going to have leads here. Very interesting that I choose to non clicking like available bet size. I adjust there. I don't do that very often. I guess it's just more geometric. That's basically how I do it. I just adjust to geometric bet sizes at times. Not always. Sometimes I'm lazy. But in reality, it doesn't really matter. The bet sizing choices, the EVs will be very close either way. Got some value. But yeah, like choosing bet sizes, as long as if you go like for a medium size, betting 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, the EVs will be all the kind of same. Solver might have more preference towards 80 or 50, but like it doesn't really matter as much in my opinion. So we bet on the flop. Good card to barrel, so yeah, over here botting makes a lot of sense. Very geometric. Again, not gonna adjust it to completely. Oof, I don't know about this one. Do we want to jam? Maybe I can. Maybe like the answer is the half pot. Maybe I should jam. What king X or 8x you can have? Like you can have bear and 8, bear and king. That's pretty much it, right? I guess flush draws. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure at all about that one. So check raise here. I don't mind the call either. I think that's fine as well. Maybe I should be barreling. The idea is if he's not going to have that many a6. Problem is I'm not going to have many a6 either. Small bet size doesn't really make that much sense to me. Kind of feels like a queen, to be honest. Maybe I should dunk. So if I had Reed, he's not triple barrel bluffing enough. I should probably just dunk myself. But you see, I guess that's actually double barrel bluffing, right? That line. Anyways, that's it from me. We will be showing, or I'm pretty sure it's going to come up on the screen how much I won. I believe I won 8,761 in bounties, doubled, right? 17. Wow, that's a massive first place. You almost 3x the first place. Well, there you go, guys. Anyways, that's it for me. Click one of the videos on the screen, and I will see you there. Good luck.